I was one of the people who bought Civilization VII Early Access, so here's my take on the game, so you can decide whether to buy it now, wait for the March update, or maybe decide it's not what you want or were expecting. First of all, even though my feelings about the game mirror many others and are somewhat between mixed and disappointed, I've still been playing it quite a bit and don't intend to put it down anytime soon. It still has the just one more turn effect that the genre is known for. However, the biggest problem is this is yet another game that was released before it was complete. The state of the game, especially the UI and multiplayer, is that it's just missing fundamental features. These aren't quality of life improvements that I might expect in a first patch. They are things that I would expect at release. The more I play the game, the more problems I find. So unless you're a hardcore Civilization fan, I would wait for the March update at least. Without a complete UI, it's tough to figure out the game mechanics, and so there's a lot of trial and error just to figure out how the game works. And the game only goes to the modern age as well, which ends at World War II, which the producers say is by design, but it sure seems that they stopped working on a fourth age to meet the deadline. In the second game I played, I was racing for an economic victory as a railroad tycoon, and lost to a civilization that completed the space race. The space race just seems like it was jammed in there, even though it makes no sense for the era, just because that win condition is iconic. A lot of other comments I've seen is that people really don't like the age transitions. It's a big change, but it's growing on me. Other than having a Prussian leader start in Rome and then lead the Ming dynasty is quite odd. Every Civilization game has had fairly big changes, like when culture bombing became a thing, or stacking units was removed. But for some, the age transitions will be a deal breaker. In the end, I've got the same fears for this game as I have for any game in the current video game industry. Will it sell well enough to keep the stockholders investing until the game is done? Will we end up paying more for a DLC for the Cold War for a game that is already on the expensive side? Ultimately, I think you will just have to decide if the risk is worth it. Thanks for watching this video all the way through. The YouTube algorithm likes that the most. If you'd like to see more of this content, please subscribe and like and comment as well.